the English Premier League now, and we want to look at Amorim and Enzo Maresca's end of tenure in the English Premier League. Ruben Amorim, maybe I can start by asking you, Chutsi,
yes.
maybe what is leading to the high turnover of coaches in the EPL?
Is it really a high turnover? Because I think lowly placed teams are the ones who are causing this conclusion. Because I've seen Man City and Liverpool, and Man City, Liverpool and Arsenal have been a bit consistent with who they've trusted with the roles of head coach. However, for Amorim, I understand the management of Manchester United have deemed him to be unnecessarily obstinate. He has always insisted on relying on the 3-4-3 system, which many of Manchester United stakeholders are not happy with. The club has spent almost 250 million sterling pounds to make acquisitions, and those acquisitions they have not yielded into anything meaningful, or so to say, in accordance to what the expectations of many Man United faithfuls have had. And you know, I was just reading the Sky before the day he was sacked, Sky News, and prior to his sacking, he had been scheduled to have a meeting with Mr. Wilcox, the technical director, who they were supposed to have discussed about the tactical. They were supposed to have done some tactical analysis, and the news was dropped. So Manchester United was on a high ceiling. It has experienced some turbulence after the departure of Sir Alex Ferguson, and from then they have never recovered. This is unlike Chelsea. You know, Chelsea quickly recovered after the exit of Roman Abramovich, to the extent that they bagged the Club World Cup. And again, there are some similarities. For Amorim, there has been an issue with his tactical formation. For Amorim, the similarity comes here, his fielding. There have been cries about his fielding. And perhaps that is what has led to so bad performance to the extent that he has been sacked. But there was a time, was it last season or this season, when he already ruled out Chelsea. I remember, you know, we have Chelsea's fanatic here. He will maybe attribute to it. You know, there's a time he dismissively said that this squad may not be able to compete for the league titles, for the league honors, but later on they went to win the Club World Cup. So so unfortunate for on a career path. However, as I keep on saying, and I want to be quoted, I want to be the first person to be quoted to say this: football is a revolving door. The door moves. Whenever your presence does not conform to the needs of a club, you'll have to go. When you go, you can always come back. Jose Mourinho left and came back twice. The other guy who is now the head coach of Brazil, Carlo Ancelotti, how many times did he come back? He went and came back. Gus Hiddink, he acted, yes, and came back. So if
even
at
Lampard.
Any point, if at any point he will.
But you see now you are referring to the same team.
yes, but it's the same Chelsea which has sacked who?
Yeah, but you see the revolving door. Apparently, the reference is only on Chelsea. Shows you that when you reform, you can always have your place back. But again, look at how I'm really analyzing the current football, because were it in those years when you sack a coach, people goes for the known names. But look at how Zinedine Zidane has really stayed out of coaching. Probably these football clubs are really looking for new ideas. And when Maresca parted ways, we thought that Chelsea will get a big name. They went for a name that no one really thought of. And you can clearly see he's a good guy who is bringing in some good ideas. A player like Hato, who was confined to the benches by Maresca. A player like Jorgensen, the goalkeeper, who was confined to the benches miss.
Now see what he is doing.
So are you agreeing with me? Are you agreeing with me?
I'm agreeing.
In terms of fielding?
Yes, fielding. Yeah. Just one game and the coach has really brought the best out of the two remarkable players. And Enzo Maresca, I think after his World Cup triumph, he really thought he's the person. Yes, playing Malo Gusto on the right back, sometimes number 10, and you have a prolific number 10 in Estavao on the bench. Palma is on the bench, switching Rhys James to the midfield when you have Andre Santos. Santos on the other day played a very good game. So I agree with you that you may have good players, but as a coach, you think that you are a superstar. You want to show people that I can play Rhys James in the midfield and we win these games. No, every player has his technical ability. But in his own
Shitera, remember what Pep sometimes has been doing, Pep Guardiola. He has always been so creative, and sometimes people say he overthinks and crafts up new strategies trying to fit.
But has he been beaten with his overthinking?
In football, is there any team that has never lost?
Okay, now you are indirectly answering me that he has been beaten with his overthinking. Be a coach, and probably you see the similarities between Amorim and Enzo and the way they were fired. You see, the other day, Enzo Maresca held some negotiations with Manchester City on his exit. Apparently, he's leading candidate to replace Pep Guardiola at the end of the season. So the same thing we are talking, Wakili. A coach comes, has a word with a different club, does not inform his mother club. You see, how will Chelsea take it? Yeah. The reason he was sacked unceremoniously. Same to Amorim. He was talking of being a manager. I don't know which club.
Coming to Zita,
yes.
Of course we have some notable names that have been fronted to take over from Amorim. Of course, Darren Fletcher is in the interim right now, and you see what is...
So they are looking for an interim coach to replace an interim coach.
Until the end of the season. I don't think they want Fletcher to take the team to the end of the season. So, I mean, who do you think is capable of taking Manchester United to the end of the season and actually perform before maybe he might also be fired?
They should take the Nigerian coach.
Before I talk about
Chile.
Before I talk about the coach that we want to bring in Manchester United, I just want to talk about Amorim just a little bit, because in every club in England they have their own culture, and our culture at Manchester United is very bad. And every time we are in a ditch, we think that when we bring back, we think that when we bring back the legends who played for Manchester United, they're going to help us and put us somewhere, somewhere. And that is what they are doing now. But again, Amorim, of course, there's a culture in Manchester United, but alikuwa na kichwa ngumu. He was told the 3-4-3 was not working for us. You have to change these. Akasema yeye haezi ambiwa na kama kitu ingine. He's the manager. He's not a coach. Yeah. You know, and then wanaenda
but by the way, Zita, let me just add something. Yeah. My chairman, Mr. Munganyale, keeps on saying mpira ni mchezo wa wazi.
Correct.
Any other bystander can see whether there are problems.
You are right.
Yes.
So as we tuliona problem iko hapo, but na kiburi yake akasema, this is what I want to play. And then I think he wanted to show the management that you're not coming to control me like in your fingertips, like you want me to do anything.
I'm not a puppet.
Yeah, I'm not a puppet. But again, you see what happened. If you don't follow the culture of Manchester United, the same to Chelsea, they have their own culture. The same to City, the same to Leeds, talk about Fulham, they have their own culture. And that is what is killing mostly us now. As per now. So now Fletcher is the interim coach who is handling Manchester United. I've heard names, but again, I heard that Ole Gunnar is leading to come and take over up to the end of the season. That is 6 months up to the end.
But there's a problem of impatience also with Manchester United.
So Ole Gunnar was, during Ole Gunnar's time, the team performed very well, of course. We were not, tulipiga Manchester City home and away. Yeah. So it's not bad to bring Ole Gunnar back, but again, is it a permanent solution? I saw the PSG coach saying that, and now nimewin kila kitu PSG and I want a new challenge. Why don't you go to such a coach that knows how to build a team from where? From Chin. Because we need a coach that has experience and knows how to understand player and knows how to build a team from the ditch where we are. Because tumetolewa, we are not in any competition in Europe, by the way. FA tumetolewa jana by Brighton. Of course, Welbeck scoring and assisting yesterday. Tumetolewa FA, we are not in Culling, you saw what happened in the EPL Cup. Tulipigwa na timu iko sijui wapi uko chini division sijui what. Yes, tulipigwa na timu. We are not in every competition. The only game that we have it's EPL.
The only game you are in.
Randy, do you want me to mention something about it?
Meaning that we are finishing the season cupless.
Yeah, Wakili,
yes.
Maybe very quickly before we go to the team of the week, go back to AFCON and look at the team of the week. Let's look at Manchester United. Can you say it's a hard team to coach? Look at all the coaches that have been coming and going at Manchester United. What can the team do, or what can the management or hierarchy do to get that coach that really fits in the Manchester United style of play, that aggressive style of play that we know Manchester United with, not just bringing coaches who just maybe come in with their different kind of philosophies and styles of play and then doesn't fit, they go. What is it that, how can they get that particular coach that they're looking for a long-term fix?
Yeah, you know, Zita spoke about one thing. She spoke about culture. I'll speak about, I'll introduce something besides the culture. I'll talk about philosophy. Now, he spoke about something. Clubs today are looking for modern coaches to align to modern football. So I'll marry the two. The solution to this is getting a modern coach who will take over from the past philosophy that they had. And when she spoke, she hinted at the PSG coach. Perhaps, you know, Luis Enrique has not just won because he did the groundwork. There are some other coaches who have done the groundwork, like Carlo Ancelotti, Pochettino. And then when he was coming, there was already a culture. Their operations were revolving around a certain culture which they wanted to achieve. So if you onboard somebody like Luis Enrique, and I believe in building projects, you become a little patient. Some little patience on Manchester United will yield into something fruitful.
Yes.
That is my view.
So I want to take you back to the AFCON 2020.